Hello gamers and welcome to another video. I know it's been a while, maybe I was lacking a little bit of motivation, but I'm back. And you know what's back as well? Wargaming with another, but it's potentially going to be a great video. This time about Time Destroyers, and if you've watched any of the recent videos, you know how much I love Time Destroyers and how healthy they are for the MM currently in World of Tanks. It's not their fault, it's just the quantity of them. Either way, let's get in it. Let's see if they can keep up with the progression they've made, making better videos, or we're going to be going back towards, I don't know, we'll see.
Greetings, tankers. I'm your instructor, and this is season 2.
Not even 4K. Not even 4K.
Here you'll learn about vehicle types and their roles. This episode is about tank destroyers. Some people think that tank destroyers are regular tanks, just without a turret. Others say they're...
I mean, to be fair, this is kind of true. There's definitely some tank destroyers that are just a tank that are being put in the tank destroyer category that simply could be a heavy instead, but you know.
bush snipers. Both are wrong. First, lots of...
I disagree with that, because, you know, Mino exists, 268v4 exists, yeah, sure, tank destroyers on paper. Anyway.
tank destroyers have a rotating cabin. Second, a lot of them aren't snipers. They're all tank hunters that have the same mission, but go about it in very different ways. This is why the division of one vehicle type into 4 roles is very important. Assault tank
Somebody has to explain me what exactly the T-28 prototype is versatile at these days, because like I don't know what it's versatile at except for getting fired by the enemy team, but you know.
destroyers are heavy and sturdy. They attack alongside heavy tanks and sometimes even ahead of them. That said, assault TDs stand out from heavy tanks due to their more dangerous guns. However, they pay for their improved armor and firepower with decreased mobility and concealment. Sniper tank destroyers.
I'm pretty sure that the 268v4, for example, is in the assault TD category. The 263 is as well. And then the Mino as well. And as far as I remember, none of those really have bad camo or bad mobility whatsoever. So I'd say that's kind of off the mark, to be honest. Like, I don't know, it's kind of just untrue between you and me. Like, I don't know. I think assault TDs are literally just tanks that could have been a heavy tank, but instead are being put in assault TDs where they've been ruining matchups for the longest while ever, simply because one team gets double 268 and the other team gets double gorilla. But, you know, anyways.
Typically lurk in bushes and attack from a distance.
Attack from it.
They have little armor and few hit points, but boast an effective gun as well as good concealment and maneuverability. Snipers always need cover. Versatile.
I'm gonna go back here for a second and just point out that I don't think this guy is using the bush correctly. You know, like if you're gonna be sniping, at least use the bush correctly.
Snipers always need cover.
Anyways.
Versatile tank destroyers are halfway between sniper and assault TDs. They can either sit tight in bushes.
This VZTD is far from halfway between a brawler and a sniper. It's way closer to being a brawler than a sniper, in my opinion, because these guns are not meant to be played on these ranges whatsoever.
Or fight alongside other tanks. Versatile TDs aren't biased toward any one play style, so they're best placed to act according to the situation.
I think that's wrong. I'm sorry, I just think that's wrong. Like, sure, you can snipe at this and miss half your shots, but what's the point of that? I think the more important factor here is your opponents, like what you are playing against, like tier 7, tier 8, tier 9, and then adjust. But this roll thingy, I'm gonna say it's just wrong. I don't know.
Support tank destroyers can cause a lot of damage in a short time. They may be auto-loading TDs with a big pack of shells.
This is the absolute worst way to play a Foch B. A Foch B is not a sniper. It's not even a support TD, really. It's technically a support TD, but you play it within 100 meters of your opponent most of the time. It's a TD which you try and isolate an opponent close and clip them out. Like, these kind of engagements are not engagements that the Foch B likes because, one, he's on flat ground. Second of all, he's sniping at an AMX M4. And third of all, he has 400 alpha, shooting at a potential 600 alpha. You wouldn't be sitting here and sniping when you need 2 shots to even win the trade. Wrong. Altogether. Wrong. Completely wrong. Bro, anybody can pen an AMX M4 if it's sideways. Like, 0 out of 10 for this example. 0. 0.
Or true alphas with a big caliber but bad accuracy that's not enough for a sniper role. Support
Bad accuracy, by the way, unless they're shooting at me.
tank destroyers should wait for the right moment to deal their devastating damage and not get hit in return.
Wow, what a good and healthy example for the game, guys. Wow, a tank that's sitting in the base, one-shotting opponents that are playing aggressive. True, really great part of the video, guys. Love it. I love toxic tank design. It's great, guys. Great.
As you can see, there's no single tank destroyer gameplay. The playstyles differ significantly depending on the TD's role. Now let's equip your vehicle for combat.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Let's start with the crew. The classic Brothers in Arms and Repairs perks are recommended for all tank.
Assault tank destroyer. Repairs, BIA, recon, emergency, coordination, camo. Actually, not bad. Situational awareness, firefighting, communications expert. I think that is absolutely, or yeah, I think that's communications expert, right? I need to double check. Whatever this one is, it's a bad one, nonetheless. BIA repairs Deadeye, correct. Way too early. Should be earlier still. I know this has limited effect on tanks without turret, but still should be before a skill that only cuts off on the very bottom. Camo is fine. However, I do not train it on assault tank destroyers because they're assaulting. But anyways, this is completely... They missed one of the most important skills for tanks like 263, 268v4. Any TD that has a little bit of mobility is supposed to train controlled impact. Awful. I think you can confirm in the comment section down below how important controlled impact is these days. It is actually a very important skill if the opponent has it and you do not. Therefore, this is wrong altogether. Intuition, yeah. Save store, adrenaline rush, save storage. Yeah, that's fine. I don't remember what I would train here instead, but probably ammo tuning, because even on like high pen guns, you get a level more. 375 becomes like 378, 379. I do not like the camo. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sniper tank destroyers, however, again, this is wrong. It doesn't have from the top of my head, what I'm looking here is it doesn't have the skill that reduces the aiming circle size when you're stationary, which is one that sniper tank destroyers would definitely be using altogether. And camo is actually trained first. I think that's wrong as well, simply because there's a camo directive in the game. There's no repair directive in the game. This is bad advice from my perspective. Repairs should be trained first together with BIA. You spend a little bit more credits by using the camo directive, but you don't force yourself to train it on 6 crew members where, you know, repairs and BIA are very important early on, because if you get tracked in your sniper tank destroyer, you would like not to die, right? Because camo doesn't stop you from getting spotted altogether. Anyways, bad. Just bad. And for some reason, controlled impact is trained on this sniper tank destroyer, but not on the assault tank destroyer. Like, what's the point even? So yeah, okay, you can train controlled impact on a sniper tank destroyer, but usually when you're in position to get rammed by something, you're dead. So I don't know, bad. Bad.
Tank destroyers. Repairs are especially useful for vehicles without rotating cabins. Concealment will suit snipers best, but will be pretty useful for versatile and some support TDs too. Recon and situational awareness will boost your view range. Smooth ride and snapshot will improve gun stabilization. The latter is more relevant for vehicles with a rotating cabin. There are many other useful perks in the game.
This is the one I was talking about. The one I don't remember the skill exactly, but that's a very good one to have on stationary TDs.
So you're free to experiment. Train them and create your own crew of tank aces. First of all, we recommend mounting gun rammer if possible.
They got it right, guys.
Everything depends on the vehicle role and your playstyle. Improved hardening and turbocharger are good for assault TDs.
Wow, they got it right.
While improved aiming or accuracy improvement system, as well as low noise exhaust system, will better suit sniper TDs. Coated optics and improved...
Most of these TDs already, sniper TDs already have good camo and do not really benefit from low noise versus, for example, having indeed more view range or more boosted skills coming out. I don't think you should consider low noise. I think it's another bad recommendation because most of the TDs with camo train already have like really good camo. So events would benefit you more, optics would benefit you more altogether in a situation nonetheless than low noise exhaust, to be honest. Even IRM would be better.
Improved ventilation are also worth checking out. If your tank destroyer has any armor, you need to know its strengths and weaknesses. Take a little time to study its armor in a training room.
Yeah, this is true.
Ask a friend to shoot at your vehicle. You can even fight a duel. But what should TDs do in real combat? Assault tank destroyers do roughly the same as heavy tanks.
You know what's funny? This is such a bad peak nowadays. I encourage you to try this peak in random battles. There are games where this is indeed going to work and it's going to be great and you're going to kill the 705A. And there's a lot of games where this guy white peeking like a donkey is going to get blasted, immediately explode, and even you peeking here is going to get blasted by the position in the back.
To the front line, block damage, and crush everything in your way. Sniper tank destroyers play from the bushes or in the distance between the view range circle and the draw circle. This way, they can cause damage upon allied spotting and stay undetected themselves. When necessary, snipers can also help allies on the front line. Versatile tank destroyers have the freedom to find their own place in battle.
This is not a versatile tank destroyer, no matter what Wargaming wants to tell you. The Hori line is an assault tank destroyer. Yeah, the most effective way to play with that pen is not sniping on live oaks, but it's playing medium range, close range. On live oak, starting position much better is the house or even on top of the hill to get your first shot. This is not good whatsoever. So wrong, and wrong, I guess.
Depending on the map or situation, you can occupy a sniper bush.
Don't snipe at those tanks. Like, Hori is best played 200 meters, 200, 300 meters, close enough to kind of find, while also utilizing that disastrous pen and workable armor.
Forward to help your team's heavy tanks in close combat.
This is better, much better, much better. Like, this was a better example because the Hori is playing on almost ideal distance, where its massive alpha and pen make a difference. The first example was horrible.
Shots with a small caliber enemy.
Much better.
Support tank destroyers excel alongside more durable allies. For example, you can wait until an enemy starts reloading, then roll out and leave them splattered all over the map's textures. Just remember that you're fire support, not an assault vehicle. The most important thing for all tank destroyers is that the triangle above your tank doesn't mean you need to spend the whole battle sitting in the bushes, especially...
Which is really funny that they say this when giving numerous examples of triangles sniping or sitting way too far back. But then it's like, oh guys, if you have a tank destroyer, you don't need to snipe with it. Like, I mean, this is like two conflicting feelings. This is when a girl tells you that she wants to go out with you and then cancels the night before, you know, right?
When your tank destroyer has armor. Good luck on the battlefield.
Yeah, Maybe I'm too critical, but I didn't find this one as good as the last one. I think they made big steps in the last one. This one, not quite as good. A lot of bad advice, in my opinion, that I would not want to give to players. Maybe the tanks that they chose as examples were not the right ones for what they wanted to do, and that maybe is the bigger issue. And they really need somebody to proofread these skills for them, because like I feel like every time we're ranting about them having bad crew skills. Anyways, gamers, I hope you guys enjoyed this video where we turned a 5-minute video into 15 minutes, and I'll see you guys all in the very next one. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. Peace, boys. Ciao, ciao.